Over beers in a rundown bar, my neighbor Bob and I, both self-described dive bar aficionados, decided to start a Dive Bar of the Month club to bring like-minded dive bar lovers together. This was in March of 2010. Over the past 6 years, we have visited over 50 dive bars in San Diego County alone. During this time, I have watched, I have listened, I have imbibed, and I have learned. I learned to be kind to everyone. A dive bar, just like life, invites everyone and anyone, and you are all equal within the friendly confines. So be kind to everyone. Watch out for each other. Don't pick on anyone. Slide down a bar stool if someone needs a place to sit. Watch your neighbors drink when they go out for a smoke, and always remember to tip your bartender. I learned that strangers are just friends you haven't had a drink with yet. Sit at the bar with an open mind and a full cocktail. Turn to your neighbor and strike up a conversation. You never know who you're going to meet or what you're going to learn. A friend of mine sat next to and chatted with singer-songwriter David Crosby, all the while thinking it was just some old dude that looked like David Crosby. You never know who you're hanging out with. But 9 times out of 10, by the time one of you leaves the bar, you'll be lifelong friends. I learned that the camera never lies. Dive bars are not shy about putting their pictures up on the walls for everyone to see and to remind those that were too drunk whether they were there or not. They proudly show pictures of the regulars in all states of celebration and joy, all sorts of parties and occasions, but mostly drunkenness. What happens in a dive bar stays in a dive bar on the wall forever. I learned that recess is not just for kids. All work and no play makes for a very, very dull day. Pool, darts, shuffleboard, ping pong, games should be encouraged and enjoyed. And you know why? Because you can't be unhappy when you're playing. Healthy competition leads to healthy laughter. And who hasn't experienced the joy of your pool playing getting just that much better after a couple cocktails? I learned the cash is king. Not Johnny Cash, but the power of cash. Dive bars stubbornly cling to a cash-only world, and that's a great lesson in life as well. Always keep cash on hand. You never know when you're going to need it. I learned that the soundtrack of my life should be unexpected. The best dive bars still put their own CDs on the jukebox, and then they mix the hell out of it. You'll find Frank Sinatra next to the Ramones, Patsy Cline next to Prince, and on the best jukeboxes, in the craziest dive bars, you'll find and sing along with that dive bar classic, Why Don't We Get Drunk and Screw? I learned it's important to remember to pack snacks. If you want food, bring it with you. While at dinner, beer nuts, Slim Jims, and chips will tide you over, it's the pickled eggs you have to watch out for. I learned that there's always room for Jell-O. As a booze delivery system, you can't beat a Jell-O shot. When the new owners of the Manhattan in Chula Vista took over the bar, they took all the old booze and started to make Jell-O shots. So now you can get such favorites as black cherry and scotch, grape and brandy, lemon and rum. So I guess that's a life lesson as well. When life hands you limoncello, make Jell-O shots. I learned the power of keeping Christmas in my heart all year long. A lot of dive bars decorate with Christmas lights. They're up all year. When your neighbor does it, it's a nuisance. When a dive bar does, it's ambiance. I learned the power and joy of unexpected surprises. The Boulevard Bar out by State has a washer and dryer coin-operated on the patio. I don't know why. It's a surprise. Condom machines and sex toy machines are the unicorns of dive bars. They're rarely seen, but universally enjoyed. The lesson here, practice safe sex and have fun while you're doing it. Ultimately, what I've learned in my journey around all the dive bars is that it's not a small world. It's really just a big bar, and you haven't gone from one end to the other. Thank you.